Hey everybody, it's Odin, and in this week's video, I'm going to be telling you the origins of my Fursona, how it changed over the years, and how my fursuits changed over the years. Because, I had a kind of embarrassing start to my Fursona back in the day. But that is because I made my Fursona, I believe, in the year 2005 or 6. Somewhere in that area. So I would have been like 15 or so, 16 maybe. So this is back in the days of angsty Odin. And back then, the popular thing was the emo look. And, you know, I was in high school, and I had the emo aesthetic. I had the skinny jeans. Okay, I still wear them, whatever. And I had, like, the stupid dark colored shirts, but with, like, bright designs. I don't know. Emo was weird. It was like a mix between emo and scene, and I had the emo hair and the stereotypical thing. I didn't act emo or anything like that. I mean, not like the typical emo attitude, but I definitely had the aesthetic. So Lil Emo Odie, back when I was 15 or 16, decided to make a Fursona when I was first getting in the fandom. Back then I was really into DeviantArt, and yeah, I started as a DeviantArt for oh god, I know it's funny. That was my community. I know a lot of furries are starting out like an amino and stuff, and it'll be like the same thing when they get older. They'll be like, oh boy. I really liked drawing back then, which I eventually completely got out of. I don't enjoy it anymore, and I never thought I was very good, but then again, if I would have kept it up until today, I might have been actually alright. So one of the first things I drew was this gray wolf. It was a lighter gray, it was a darker gray, and an even darker gray. Could you tell I like gray? Little scene emo Odie liked dark gray. And then he had red hair, and then a big old tuft of fur right here. I really like that big old tuft. And then he had like one earring. So this is one of the first things I drew, and I just went, okay, that's my Fursona. Like, that was really it. I just went, okay, I drew that. That's me. And I didn't really think about it. I didn't even really think about the species. I didn't think about the colors or anything that deeply. I was just like, well, I drew this. This must be my Fursona. So my origin story for that is really just, I drew it. That's me. There's nothing really deep about it. I didn't ponder a species or anything. Wolves were popular, and that just kind of stuck. I mean, it works now. Today it fits, but like I just happened into it. And the earrings are important, because at first it was like a blue earring, but then I wanted to give like subtle hints to my non-furry friends that followed me on DeviantArt in real life that I was fucking gay. So what I did was those earrings over time, there's 3 of them, and they'd be like 2 colors, like a rainbow down them, because, you know, it was my subtle way to be like, hey guys, I'm actually gay. I don't want to tell you, but I really am gay. So, as if that wasn't enough, after I came out of the closet to my friends, I believe it was afterwards, I decided to put, oh boy, rainbow hair in the front of Odin, like right here, like just the weird like anime part, because that's how I like to draw hair back then. So this image will show that. Gay ass earrings, rainbow hair, which luckily I didn't keep over the years, because I mean, it doesn't look like that bad, but it's a little on the nose, don't you think? I also had this thing about putting a bunch of accessories all over him, because I really watched anime back then, and I thought, let's put bandages all over his body, and bangles, and armbands, and everything, just to show how cool Odin is. Again, this is like early teenage years angsty bullshit. Eventually, I stopped doing that, and here is like the first proper reference sheet I had for Odin. This is after I took out the rainbow hair, thankfully. And yeah, he had red under his tail now. I'm not sure he did back then before. Generally the same design as that first drawing I had, more simplified, and then I look at the accessories and stuff, and I'm gonna like read off my reference sheet right here, because it said something really funny. My attitude was masculine, romantic, caring, and protective. Oh my god. Dislikes clothes. Okay. Dislikes clothes, overly feminine guys, Max, mainstream music. Oh boy, there's me being all indie kid there. This is really hilarious. Whiners, homophobes, and religion. Okay, I was a little edgelord back then. Please excuse, 15, 16-year-old Odin. He didn't know any better. More. Odin is a dominant male, more interested in a relationship than other things. He may be masculine, but he is a romantic all the way. Odin is quite strong and buff, and doesn't even ever wear more. And then I cut it off and didn't notice. Then underwear. Oh my god. See, this is like quintessential angsty young kid things when you say them and you think, yeah, I know everything. This sounds good. But as an adult reading that, which by the way, I haven't read that since I was younger. Holy shit, that's cringy. Oh my god. Oh boy. So I guess that's like a snippet into my mindset when I was younger. I don't like other things. Great. Oh god, great. Okay. Anyway, this is my Odin design, and it probably would have stayed gray, tan, and red if it weren't for me commissioning my first fursuit. So my first fursuit maker I commissioned was Noble Wolf, and at the time I submitted this reference, and he's like, okay, so that tan fur you want, it was one of the grays. He's like, that doesn't exist in long pile fur, and I was like, wait, seriously, it doesn't exist? And he's like, yeah, man, I can't do that on the fursuit. So I remember sitting at work. This was when I was 18 when I actually got around to commissioning a suit. So this was years later. I remember sitting at my office job, and I was like looking at a color wheel, and for some reason I was like, blue, lime green, purple. Fuck it, I'm gonna change my entire Fursona. Now he's gonna be blue, lime green, and purple. I have no idea why. I was like, I like these colors. They'll probably look okay together. And so at work, I just kind of like pinned them together and made a new reference sheet. It was because I couldn't commission the dark gray or whatever. I decided to fully change my Fursona. I don't know why, really, but man, am I glad I did. I'm glad I'm not a just gray and red wolf. I really like the colors I picked back then and how my Fursona ended up looking. Like, it's so much more unique than that was, and it's so much more representative of me now. It's not that emo, broody teenager Odin. It's like more like, yo, what up? I'm my own dude Odin, and I'm so happy I changed it. And so this is the reference sheet I drew right then. Well, I recolored my old one rather, and yeah. So here's my new design. I have the lime green, and more prominently, the tuft is still there, you see, but now I have the purple back. You can see there's differences from my new reference sheet, but I'll just show this one. And this was Odin right here, and the eye color got changed to green because Noble Wolf said that would look better, and he was actually right. So now my eyes are green. I think it looks good. So yeah, so a lot of people always ask me like, why do you look like this? And that's why, because I commissioned a fursuit. So I got that fursuit body, and it was based on this first design, and that was my first fursuit head, Odin 1.0, which I'm not even gonna bother showing a picture of because he was terrible. And then I ended up getting a second fursuit head, and that was from Firestorm. Now Firestorm made this head that you see right here. A lot of people always ask who made this one. This is Big Muzzle Odin. So this is really what I consider to be the first Odin, because I really don't care for Odin 1.0, as I've affectionately called him. This is really the first Odin suit. This is what I have a connection to. So this was that design. The head never changed, but then the body that you see there, that eventually changed. This was like a year or two afterwards, 2 years maybe afterwards, I was thinking about getting a new fursuit body because that was also from Noble Wolf, and I decided it was kind of time for like a newer, more fancy one. So I took that design, and I was sitting with a friend, and she kind of like made some suggestions about how it should be updated. And so I just kind of went with it. So I added that butt paw, the red paw on the butt, which a lot of people comment on. Yes, that's always there. There's more purple on the back. There's the green design on the sides and more purple here. There's green on the tail now, and blue tips of the paw pads on the hands and the foot paws. This is how he changed. So I commissioned a bodysuit based on this design from someone named, oh my god, Pineapples. Weird fursuit making name, I know. But yeah, she made that new bodysuit, and that was the bodysuit prior to my most recent bodysuit. That bodysuit had the updated fluff and the new design and everything, and it was quite a bit better than the old one I had. Before that, actually, I got commissioned the One For All head, the other Odin head. I commissioned that like 3 years after I commissioned this head, and a lot of people say like, why do you wear this head when you have that newer head? And to me, it's not that this one's older and that one's newer, it's that they're both such different designs, and I love them both. I love both designs of Odin Wolf, and I think both the heads look good in their own right. This is more of the cute, toony Odin, and the other one is more of like the, I guess I'll use the word, it's more of a sexy looking Odin, because that's why you commission One For All. But I mean, it's just a different style entirely, so I like both heads. I wear them both. And then finally, I commissioned my new bodysuit, which has that new design, and I also commissioned these hand paws, and they're a new, like, better design, and the new bodysuit I have is amazing. And yeah, the new bodysuit doesn't have SPHs or anything like that. It is only for YouTube and public suiting. So I have that bodysuit, and the 1.0 bodysuit and head was burnt in a fire, which I'm sure I hope you've seen that video by now. But yeah, that's how Odin has changed over the years. Oh, I forgot to mention the new bodysuit and the hand paws were made by That's Furred Up. They did an amazing job on them. And my new foot paws, by the way, oh my god, they're so good. I'll show a picture of them here. Yeah, my character started out from DeviantArt days, little emo Odin, so angsty and dark colors and red, and oh, it does not fit me anymore. But he changed them over the years. and I just thought it'd be interesting to tell the story about how I got my Fursona and how I changed him, because it's so funny that I was just like, I drew this is me. And then later I was like, I need new colors, and I just picked 3. So my Fursona is not like a deep thing that I plotted and toiled over design to represent me. It just kind of happened into existence, but I'm so thankful it did, because I love how I look now. I just thought maybe my origin story would be interesting to a few of you, and a lot of people always ask me, who made your fursuit? The answer is always like, a ton of people made them. And then really quick, if you're wondering, the Nido, which is the bunny version of Odin, Nido, he was made by Zombie Fur Studios. The entire suit was made by her, including the body. It has a different body for that one because it's a bunny and it's like digigrade and cute. Anyway, yeah, that's just a more informative video this week, and really embarrassing. Holy crap, the stuff I put on that reference sheet is really hilarious. Trust me, things you write when you're like in your early teens and mid-teens will make you cringe a lot as an adult, no matter what you think at the time, believe me. So yeah, that's been this week's video. If you want to support me, please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/OdinWolf. It is the best way to support me. It is how I can keep making these videos every week, and seriously, even $1 means a lot. And at the $10 tier, you get access to the Discord and play games with me, and at the $20 tier, I send you stuff every month. I promise it is worth it, and yeah, it really means the world to me that there's so many people willing to support me. I also have a P.O. box and an Amazon wish list, and they're right here in the description of all my videos. You can check that out and send me stuff, and I'll open them up in a future video. But yeah, that's been Odin Wolf, and I'm glad I look the way I do now. Bye-bye. And as always, I want to thank my patrons, especially everybody at Diamond, David G, Multiroid, Slipfox392, Deku Panda, and Jax. Thank you 5 for your absolutely immense support this last month. It meant so much to me. And everybody at Platinum, Spooky Weegian, Robert Deere, Frostbite, Wolf Medic, Kevin J, Connie Coon, Jaded Fox, Snowy Wolf, Zintheros, Fluffy Cinnamon Roll, Miles Hikaru, Ryan R, and Sammy Fox. Thank you all for your supreme support. It means so much to me. And everybody at Gold, Silver, and other tiers, thank you for making my dreams come true.